everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home, and today I am going to be going through all of our homeschool stuff with the Kon-Mari method, or Kon-Mari method, sorry, in mind. The Kon-Mari method is part of the life-changing magic of tidying up, and you guys, if you've been watching my channel, know that I've really enjoyed using this method to really simplify our home and our lives pretty much. So I've been putting this off because I find just the whole planning and thinking ahead of homeschooling very overwhelming. We've been just taking it year by year and deciding if we're going to do homeschool again or not. We feel that we're leaning towards doing first grade at home and preschool at home for the kids. As of right now, that's our decision. So I need to go through this with that in mind, but at the same time, if I didn't use it this year or last year in preschool, chances are I'm not going to use it, and I just need to let it go and start really being intentional about what I'm keeping, because all this clutter is overwhelming to me as the teacher, going through this and going, okay, I need to use this, I need to use this, and then feeling this like weight that I need to be planning differently because I have this already and I need to use it, when really that might not be where my child's interests are at or needs are at. So I'm going to go through that with this in mind, not necessarily thinking, do I love this? Because obviously there's things I don't love teaching, but my child still needs to learn. But thinking, is this the best for our style of learning, our needs, my child's skill level, all those sort of things, and getting rid of stuff and not feeling like I have to keep it because we have it and use it because we have it, but kind of let go of things. Like these were just too easy for Molly. Like she was already beyond this, but I could maybe use it for Liam. I don't know. I'm going to go through it thinking that way. And I'm not going to keep the whole book. I'm going to go through and rip out what I think we can actually use. Some of these things are just too simple, or I think are weird, like the clown thing. Yeah, I don't know. That's not really my style. So I'll take you guys along and show you how it turns out. Okay, thanks. So just as an encouragement, it always gets worse before it gets better. Here's my living room right now. And the kids are working on some puzzles, but it's a lot to go through and a lot to think about, but when it's done, I know I'm going to be so glad I did it. All this stuff is stuff that we're not going to be using. It's either we've already done it or it's not really my style. And then I've kind of pulled out some things from workbooks that maybe we could use next year for Liam. These are the workbooks that we'll use next year for Liam, the color books that we're keeping. And these are all files that I need to make sense of. So the good news is I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do. But we need to take a break for lunchtime because these guys are getting hungry. Huh, Molly?
I'm hungry too.
You're hungry too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your tummy's hurting. And Liam's working on potty training today, so don't mind him not wearing pants. So anyway, just thought I would give you an encouragement. If you feel like organizing always makes a mess and makes you feel like everything is chaos, then you're probably doing it right. So to me, this is like case in point why the Kon-Mari method works. All of that stuff I had, I condensed down to this. And you guys, I got even more stuff out after I showed you that initial video because I remembered I had homeschool stuff tucked away in other areas of the home. So I pulled it all out, and this is what I got all of it down to. It was just what you see here. So let me show you what I decided to keep. This is Molly's math binder that has her math activities in it that we do Tuesdays and Thursdays. This is her poetry notebook. If you've seen my video about homeschool, I've showed this before. We put her poems and Bible verses in there. So those are things that we're actively using that we want to keep. Now, all of the files I had, and I had tons of them, you guys, I condensed down to this folder file thingy, and I used this for my warranties before, and since doing the Kon-Mari method on my warranties, I only had a small amount, and they just went in with my permanent files, and these are now where I keep my school stuff. And what's cool is there were 12 pockets, so I have 4 for preschool, fall, winter, spring, and other, 4 for kinder, fall, winter, spring, and other, which is right there. And then for first grade, because that's what we'll be doing next year, fall, winter, spring, and other. So things that I wanted to keep for Liam for preschool next year or for kindergarten in 2 years, I was able to tuck away in here. Things that I was ready to do for Molly this spring that we just haven't gotten to or didn't finish are in here. And then things that I was saving for next year because she just wasn't quite ready for them, I could set it aside to have ready for next year. So like these riddles and whatnot, and just, you know, extra things that we didn't use but I didn't want to get rid of because I still value them. I tucked in spring for next year, or sorry, first grade for next year. So I feel so prepared already for next year, and I feel so much better about finishing this year strong because I know exactly what it is I want to finish. So then I had 5 of these file boxes, and I am now down to 2. This is all we're going to need. This is great. So I have the workbooks and whatnot that I wanted to keep just because I know Liam will use them next year, or because Molly can still get use out of them, like this one she can still use. These are my little sentence strips that I use. Whoops, sorry. And these I use in lieu of whiteboards because they're much easier to store. It's just white paper inside of page protectors, and I do that with our hundreds charts as well. So those are all things that I can use and access for teaching. And then in this one, this is stuff that we'll grab on a daily basis. So this is a writing notebook. This is her morning work notebook. This is her like stories that she's working on book. Her handwriting tablet thing, and this file folder holds finished work from the school year that we wanted to keep. So like things that she's really proud of that we want to hang on to you know, look at the end of the year, and then she can decide which ones she really wants to keep to, you know, kind of tuck away for the rest of her, you know, keepsake type things. So that's it. I'm so proud of myself. And let me spin around here, you guys. That's all the stuff that is going elsewhere. I have a plan for these file boxes, but I no longer need them for homeschool supplies. These things are being donated. These things, this is going in my holiday bin, and this is going to go in my keepsake bin because I love this. And this, I'm not sure, I might have to get rid of it. I don't have a purpose for it yet. And then these are all the empty folders, you guys, for reals. This is awesome. Okay, and then here is our like homeschool craft supply bin that goes in our bookshelf. And you guys, I am so happy with this. I put the color books, our construction paper and color books, and Liam's like drawing notebook at the front. And, oh, there's another little color book. This is like a craft kit from the Dollar Tree. These are foam craft kits that I just threw together in a Ziploc. These are all our stickers in a Ziploc. I use these little pencil pouches for smaller items like our puff balls and just little, I don't know, whatnots for crafting and whatnot that just didn't have any other place to live. And then all of our glitter stuff's in one thing. All of our wooden things are in one thing. And more paints are at the bottom. Another little kit tucked in the side here, ruler tucked in the back, extra crayons here, paints, stamp pads, and more paints on the side, and my Mod Podge is down there in the corner. So everything that we need for homeschool crafting in here and organized, and definitely have room to grow. So that's so exciting. And this is all of my trash. I'm so excited I'm getting rid of all of that. So anyway, it feels so good, you guys. If you are like hesitating on whether or not to read The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up and trying this Kon-Mari method, you really should try this. It's so awesome. It's so great to have a system to help you figure out your stuff. Get it organized, get it figured out to help you. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. If you have any questions or you know, comments, let me know down below. And thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day. Bye.